Our next guest is an exceptionally talented multi-hyphenate who just delivered her first feature film. It is the very funny comedy, Babes.
You know, honestly, I could use a little break because my nipples, they look like, have you ever seen sausage, but not in the casing? That's what my nipples look like. They look like a melted Tootsie Roll, just a very long, brown, skinny, sugary, sweet.
Ew.
Sometimes I feel like getting my nipple in my bra is like figuring out how to fold a fitted sheet. There's just so many corners.
Something to look forward to.
Babes is in select theaters now. Please welcome Pamela Adlon. You and Slash went to the same high school.
I just found this out. I mean, this is crazy.
Oh, you just found out? Oh.
Well, our kids went to the same school.
Yes. So I didn't know this, but we went to school with like Lenny Kravitz,
You went to Beverly
Marvin
Hills. I didn't
Gaye
know that you went
Jr. You didn't know I went there.
I didn't know you went, no.
I know. I can't even believe Slosh knows me. It's like
I was in continuation.
freaks me out.
I was in continuation, so I was locked away and where all the bad kids smoke cigarettes all day.
Oh, yeah.
And we looked at you guys through the fence. You and Lenny and all the other Beverly Hills kids. Yeah.
I like even just the word continuation is like, we're not headed anywhere,
You
just
immediately
continue.
took me back. Immediately took me. I used to have to do every year of school over in the summer because I was a kid actor and my grades were so bad. Like, if you pull anything lower than a C, I would have to go to summer school. So, yeah.
And Slash, did you have to go to summer school?
I did at Beverly Hills High.
Wow. We've got three below-average students here.
Underachiever.
You too?
No, I was actually a very good student. I looked down on your types.
Yes.
Yeah. I did. You know.
But I know, so my kids they did like pee-wee basketball and all these little sports teams and everything. And one day I see this cool, gorgeous woman like carrying these two baskets with like this like fruit and like popcorn and crackers and everything. And I looked at one mom and I was like, what is that? And it was like in slow motion. And the mom said, Slash has snack. For the
You
kids.
thought he was a beautiful woman?
It was probably.
From behind, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I said cool woman.
Oh.
And then later, we're in Van Nuys, like in the valley, and my kids went to school there. And I see Slash in the hallway of my daughter's high school, and he's with a beautiful, cool woman who was the one who was carrying the basket.
Oh, right. Your snack
She's actually
provider.
here.
She's
Is
here.
she?
Yeah.
Did she bring snacks?
No.
No
No,
snacks.
because you supply so many.
But if you
Yeah.
write whatever book you write next, it has to be called Slash Has Snack.
You know what? That's when you know you grew up in Beverly Hills, when Slash has snack. I mean, really. By the way, my wife and I watched your movie, and it's very, very funny.
Thank you.
It's one of these movies that I think, especially if you've had a baby, you really can relate to it, as I have. Well, I mean, it didn't come out of me. But,
Yeah.
But this is, you directed, starred, co-created, etc. Better Things, a television show. This is your first feature film, as they call it. And did you like directing a movie? Is it better to direct a movie? Is it like a different level?
It was really kind of a fantastic experience shooting all on location in New York City. We were everywhere. We were in Flatbush, we were in Harlem, we were in Bushwick, we were in Long Island City, Astoria.
So not on, a lot of times they'll build like what looks like an apartment and then you shoot on the set the whole time.
We couldn't get any space. Everybody was shooting in New York City. And
You were in real apartments?
Yes.
And when you go into a real apartment, do you get the permission or you just sneak into the apartment?
I don't even... So basically, like, I think that they make a deal and like the location people like give them a schmear, whatever, the people who own the apartment. And so one night we're shooting this scene and basically, you guys are gonna go see it, right? Babes.
They actually signed a contract on the
Opens
way
wide
in. Yeah.
this weekend. But anyway, the two women are tripping on mushrooms and then all this crazy shenanigans, and they're screaming, you know, and like Michelle's character, like milk is squirting out of her
Yeah,
tits.
it's a crazy scene. Yeah,
Yeah, and Alana's peeing on pregnancy tests.
Yeah.
And they're screaming, they're like, dude, ah! And they're both screaming. And then all of a sudden I hear another lady screaming, and I turn around, and a woman has walked into the set, and she's screaming, what the f*** are you doing? It was 2 a.m, and I was like, oh my God, oh, I guess we're wrapped, maybe. And I walked up to Michelle, and I was like, I wish I had the eggs to walk onto a hot set and just be like, get the f*** out of here. She was so mad. And the location people and the producers were like, ma'am, it's okay, we paid for this. And she was like, you didn't pay me!
It's a fair point. It really is.
And then there's another scene where they're just like beating the out of this breast pump because
Oh, yeah, yeah.
she can't produce milk. And
Yeah.
she's like, you can release yourself, you can free yourself. And they're breaking the breast pump, they're smashing it, they're screaming at the top of their lungs. It's 2:30 in Harlem, and we finally finish, and I say, cut. And it's still, beautiful, quiet. And you hear from over the fence, shut the f*** up, bitch!
So you're saying New York was very welcoming to this
They love it.
filmmaking experience,
They love
this journey
it.
that you were on? Well, I mean, it sounds stressful, but it definitely all worked out very well.
It was an incredible experience.
There is a scene. It's about motherhood. It's about conception and having a baby and choice, all of that stuff. And Whoopi Goldberg Well, why don't you say what she plays? Whoopi Goldberg.
You guys are still gonna go see it, right?
Yeah, let's still see it.
Saying the
Hopefully this will
whole
add
movie,
to
it's called Babes.
their interest.
Yeah, so when they trip on mushrooms, and then all of a sudden milk starts squirting like through her T-shirt, like real milk, and they start talking to her tits.
Yeah, right.
And it's Whoopi Goldberg.
And it's Whoopi Goldberg.
Is the voice of Michelle Buteau's breasts.
Oscar winner
Boobies.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes.
Yes.
And I directed her over Zoom. So, like, she was in, like, a small square on a Zoom, and she was like, basically, I was like, so Whoopi, and she was like, don't. Just let me. I know what to do for these tits. I was like, totally.
You know what? You've got to admire a woman who knows what to do for these tits,
yeah.
you know? Well, congratulations. It is super funny.
Thank
It's
you.
called Babes. It is in select theaters now and opens everywhere in all the theaters on Friday. Pamela Adlon, everybody. We'll be back with